Last time we discussed your genes are not your genes. Your genes have come from your parents. So your pitrus, your parents, they exist in you as your DNA. 528 hertz is the most popular DNA frequency. And we use that frequency for pitradosh nivaran. Now let's understand what is the meaning of pitradosha. Today, according to the Maharashtra Gujarat traditions, today is the first Shraddha Paksh day. Wherever you are, next day after the Purnima is the beginning of the pitrupaksh. So in Maharashtra, Purnima ended at around 3:30 in the afternoon today. So pitrupaksh has already started. Now many people have pitradosha and they don't know. So first of all, what is the common sense method of knowing whether pitradosha is there or not? So listen carefully. If any of the symptoms you have, then probably you will be able to know that there is a pitradosha going on. Somebody's pitradosha is active in your family. Number one symptom is irregular income, no steadiness of job or no assurance of income. This is the first symptom in the family that there is a pitradosh is active in somebody's horoscope. Okay. Second symptom is children not getting married. Typically, the girl child not getting married. This is also the case. Or if the marriage happens, it breaks, it results into divorce. So this is another very good symptom that we can understand that the pitradosh is active in the horoscope of somebody in the family. Third thing is, which is the most important, is not having a child. Even if the reports of husband and wife both are good, medically both are fit, no children. Now this is a very powerful effect of the pitradosha. I have personally tackled more than 20 such cases where medical reports are all fine, but it is because of the pitradosha that they were not able to have the child. Fourth one, your home looks like it's like a shop of the medicine. Someone in the family remains sick all the time and lots of medicines around in the home. That is indicative of the pitradosha, which means some disease, some illness goes on in the family all the time. And the fifth one and the most known is no harmony in the family. Some sort of mental conflicts going on all the time and people in the family are not happy. Fights are going on, difference of opinion going on, shouting is going on, but there's no peace of mind to anybody in the family because family quarrels are going on. So these quarrels sometimes are the other dimensional disturbances. So these are the 5 symptoms of pitradosha. Okay. Now that does not mean that this is happening, that pitradosha is confirmed. No, there is a confirmatory test. So how do we confirm that pitradosha is for sure? So there's a confirmatory test. These are the symptoms. It may or may not be there, or these symptoms can be because of different things also. So how do we confirm that it is because of pitradosha only? So that confirmation can happen from the horoscope of any of the family members. If it is there, it will be there in almost all the horoscope of the family members. Okay. So how do we know? Sun is called as a Pitrukarak, Atmakarak. So if Sun is debilitated and it has connections or conjuncts Rahu or Ketu or Saturn, these 3 planets which are responsible for the pitradosha, that is how you can confirm. Or if Sun is in the nakshatra of Saturn, Ketu or Rahu, that also confirms the pitradosha. So there are ways to confirm. Okay. And once it is there and it is confirmed, then what you need to do is Pitradosh Nivaran Vidhi. There are many ways we can do that. Let's understand one by one. I told you what are the symptoms of Pitradosha. I told you how to confirm. And now, if it is confirmed, how to remove. That's called Pitradosh Nivaran Vidhi. So how to do the Nivaran of Pitradosha? How to remove the effects of Pitradosha? See, there are lots of ways. People have recommended these things, but that is all the ways are basically to reduce the effect of Pitradosha. One of the simplest thing that can be done is forgiveness. So 350 hertz pipe can help you to create those forgiveness vibrations. Traditionally, forgiveness prayers are done for Pitradosh Nivaran in India and our culture, Bharatiya Sanskriti, how it has been done. You have to make a lamp, diya, out of the flour that you use for your chapati making, atta, okay, aate ka diya, or pure ghee, the gai ka ghee is what you have to do. You have to take that lamp, diya in your hand and go to any Shiva temple, preferably ancient Shiva temple with good energy. During pitrupaksh, all the 15 days up to Sarvapatri Amavasya, which is called Mahalaya, every day evening after the sunset, you carry this lamp, aate ka diya, with a cow ghee. Carry that lamp, light it in front of the Shivlinga in the Siddha, ancient Shivlinga temple, and there you pray to Lord Shiva and ask for the forgiveness. Pray to your ancestors, Pitrus, and ask for the forgiveness. So forgiveness prayers are to be done every evening after sunset with this special diya that you carry. Go to good ancient Siddha, high energy Shiva temple. That is where the most powerful prayers for forgiveness can be done. Second thing, if you are facing the problem that children are not getting married or children are not settling in the marriage, repeated divorces happens, breakups happening, which is happening in many cases. I know I have quite a few cases right now. So in that case, what parents should do is you commit to help any poor child, poor person, and finance the marriage of that person. So when you help needy people, that is one of the way of Pitradosh Nivaran, and you, as an effect of that, your children will be happily married and there will not be any breakup after that. So this is one of the method given in our scriptures, that this is the way to help. Another very important thing you can do is a tree plantation. Typically for Pitradosh Nivaran, you can plant the peepal tree, not in your home, but wherever possible in the forest or in the society or wherever the space is there, because people grows huge, it becomes a big tree, so you should have the space for that. Or if you have a peepal tree nearby, every evening put that lamp at the root of the peepal tree and pray there. That is also one of the way for the Pitradosh Nivaran. There are many ways you can do. One of the best way that we have already practiced in our ashram, a lot of people do that. Do you know in our scriptures it is said that for any dosh nivaran, cows are the most important things. Okay? So during the pitrupaksh, every day, 15 days, you feed a cow with the green grass or whatever the cow food fodder is there available. Feeding the cows during pitrupaksh is a very, very simple and highly effective remedy for Pitradosh Nivaran. In general, There are many methods. Let me tell you one by one. Go to old age home and without any selfish motive, work for the well-being of the senior citizens there. Give love, work, give your quality time, talk to them in a loving manner, help them whichever way they need. So you have to ask for the permission, ask for the help, what kind of help they need, and for their well-being you have to work. See, when it comes to the dana or donation, all the scriptures they tell that yatha shakti danam, which means what? Up as per your capacity. It's not that a bigger amount of money will give you the more powers. No, it's not like that. Your intention matters, your sincerity matters, your unselfishness matters. You giving quality time, you giving love to the people, that really matters a lot. Now, if children are not coming to your families, okay, basically if that is a dosha, then you can go to the orphanage home and work for the children in the unselfish manner. All of us mostly we do in the Indian culture is according to the tithi of the shraddha of your departed ones, you call a Brahmin and you do pitru shraddha or tarpanam, okay, in their name, and that is the way to give energy to our pitrus and ask for the forgiveness and then seek their blessings. So, seeking the blessings of the pitrus and receiving the blessings adds to the prosperity of the family. The marriages, there will not be any hindrances and no hindrances in the children's also. Now, how does this thing has come? All the scriptures talk about three rina. Rina means debt. You have been indebted, so you have to pay the debt. There is called Devarun, Rishirun, and Pitrurun. The right sequence is Pitrurun, Devarun, Rishirun. So this run has to be paid. So Pitrurun means what? We have got the DNA of our body from our ancestors, from our Pitrus. So we are indebted and we have to pay the Pitrurun. And you see, there's a very typical planetary combinations which is starting from the full moon of this month and ending at the no moon, Amavasya. That's called Sarvapitri Amavasya or Mahalaya. So these 15 days, the astral dimension or Pitraloka dimension is active. So it is very much possible to connect to the Pitrus because these two lokas, Prithvi Loka, Bhuloka and the Pitraloka, Bhuvar Loka, they come closer. And vibrationally we can actually communicate to our Pitrus. Okay. So if any trouble is there, and if you are an intuitive person, or if you know how to do the astral travel, you can actually receive the messages from our Pitrus and do appropriately whatever is required. See, our Pitrus are there, so they unnecessarily don't trouble. Okay? Many people say that Pitrudos means they are troubling. No, they don't trouble. No parent trouble their children. But if they are unhappy, what we call scientifically is some other dimensional disturbances are there. And it is because of those disturbances that lack of prosperity or marriage breakups, divorce cases, and not having children. These are the common symptoms of the Pitrulok. So Pitrudosh Nivaran means ऋण चुकते करना, पितृ ऋण को अदा करना, and that is what you can do by giving the energy to your Pitrus. So on the tithi means the lunar date. Whichever lunar date the person departed, that particular lunar date in these 15 days, that is the day you are supposed to do the tarpanam or shraddha of your ancestors. That day, feeding curd and rice with some black sesame seeds spread on that to the crows, giving grass to the cows, giving sweet roti, mithi roti to dogs, These are some of the simpler donations that you can do for Pitrudosh Nivaran. And Brahmbhoj means giving food to the Brahmin, calling home, and with all the mantrochar and all that, you can give the Brahmbhoj. So, food to the Brahmin. These are some of the methods which are traditionally used in Pitrudosh Nivaran. If it is too serious or too severe, then there are many places like Narayan Nagbali, Tripindi, puja vidhis are there which can be done in Nasik or Gaya or Rameswaram. Rameswaram in south is a very good place. In the western India, Nasik is a very good place. In north, Gaya is a good place to do all such vidhis. And if it's very severe, then the scriptures recommend that you do such things for 7 years in a row, continuous. Every time pitrupaksh comes, you do this vidhis for 7 years. That is the way to dosh nivaran, if it's too serious. Okay? Or if your entire family suffered, and it's a very big pitradosha, which happened because of this 1947 division of India, Bharat Pakistan. Lots of families, have got affected because of that. And one of the very good way to come out of the troubles is Bhagavad Saptah. What people have to do is all the family members have to come together. I know it's a very big deal in India, getting all the family members together, but if that can be done, and if you can have Bhagavad Saptah, then that is also one of the very good way, which all the scriptures are talking about, is a very good way for removing the Pitradosha. So whichever way you can manage, whatever best you can do, start doing, and you will see that kind of a peace and prosperity coming to your way. Your children will be happier in their marriage, and they will have their children, which means your grandchildren. So these are some of the tips for you for this Pitrupandravada or fortnight of ancestors. Hope you enjoyed all these things. Thank you very much. God bless you.